asking me to read for you. Today I'm going to be doing a charm reading, and then we'll be pulling a few of the tarot cards to give you further information. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already shuffled the charms. I'm going to do it one more time just so you can see it, but it's a little bit loud, so if you're wearing a headset, be prepared. All right, here we go. Wow, I feel like that this is one of the highest amounts of charms that I have ever been compelled to pull out for a reading. So I'm going to lift this up so you can kind of see how things are laying on each other, what kind of charms we have here, how they're positioned. Sorry, Avery is scratching the scratching post of my cat. You have a lot of things going on. I sense a lot of confusion. I feel that you're trying to figure out a relationship, because here, the very first thing that kind of sticks out to me is this charm right here. This is for the Sacral Chakra. So our Sacral Chakra is where we get the energy for relationships. It's how we decide and determine how we want to be in a relationship and like who we want to be in a relationship. So I feel that you are kind of experiencing some issues with love. I do feel that you have had your heart break. I feel that you're kind of trying to work on healing some of that heartbreak, but I sense some frustration. I feel that the things that you really want in life have not been happening for you. And I see that because here we have one lock that's closed and one lock that's open on either side of the word run. So I'm going to, now that I show you kind of how they're on top of each other, this is the lock that's closed. Then the word run. And then the lock that's open. I do feel that the person who broke your heart, you did have some dreams with them. I feel that the person who broke your heart is somebody who you felt like you were building a life with. It felt like they were always going to be there. And I feel that recently you've been kind of seeing a little bit more of the pieces that are not working together. I feel that you have almost started to feel a little bit depressed when it comes to love and relationship. I feel that you don't have the dream that you thought you would have when it comes to love. I feel that you did a lot of wishing, you know, like you met this person. I feel that your soul was kind of like, oh, we know each other and this is a good person for me. And I feel like it was something that you really wanted to work out. I feel, though, that it cost you. So in the coin system from the United States, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, pennies are the smallest coin. So they don't have a lot of value to them, but they do have some value. So I feel that you had a connection with this person. And in some ways, I feel that what you were remembering was some past life connection between the two of you. I don't feel that this person was a person who is going to be in your life for a really long time. I do feel that starting in May of 2021, you started feeling like things weren't really going the way you wanted them to go. I feel that this person, around this time, you noticed that they stopped being really honest. Like they weren't telling you the whole truth. They weren't necessarily lying to you at this point. But I feel that they, like if you had a thing that you were worried about, they would dismiss it. If you had some kind of like intuitive feeling like, oh, they're not being honest with me. excuse me, with me, then they would kind of present it like, you should be giving me the benefit of the doubt. You say that you really care about me. And in some ways, there was some manipulation that was going on as far as how they were treating you. I feel that they wanted you to do something in a specific way. I feel like they were a little bit controlling, and they were trying to get things to work out to their benefit, but you were doing a really, really good job with boundaries. So this charm right here is the charm for divine masculine being something that all of us have masculine and feminine energy. And I feel that you've been doing a very, very good job of healing yourself. I feel that you have spent some time in self-care. I feel that you are really striving to figure out what you want in life and not letting other people like dictate how things are going to happen. But I feel that that's something you've recently started doing. I feel like in May, when that person started acting the way they were, that you decided, oh, well, I want my dream. I want the door to be unlocked to me. I want to heal my broken heart. And so you started making choices based on some logic and seeing what that person was doing and saying, oh, well, that's not right. This isn't right. So now I feel that this is a little bit of a continuation of your story of what was happening, so we can kind of get on the same page. So now I feel that you are balancing your root chakra. That's what this charm is about. Let's put these over here so we have more room. So I feel that now you're balancing your root chakra. So I feel that you are doing a little bit more like, sorry, Sedona is really vocal right now. So basically, I feel that you are making decisions that make you happy. You're making choices that make you happy, and that's a really good thing. Because I feel that there is something that you can have. I feel that in July, you started traveling towards a new outcome. I feel that in July, you basically were like, hey, I deserve to feel happy. I deserve to feel loved. I deserve to have someone follow through on what they say they're going to do. And I feel that that wasn't always the case with this other person that you were dealing with. So now I do feel that there is some love and kissing and happiness that is on its way to you. So it is important to remember, this says every journey starts with one step. So I feel that this step, when you started to make yourself the priority, when you started to put up boundaries, healthy boundaries. A lot of times people, they feel like boundaries are shutting people out or putting up a wall. But boundaries can also be a gate that has like a door that can open and let people in and out. But also it makes it so that no one can come in and steal from you, steal your energy, steal your light, steal your hope, steal your heart, and then break it. I feel that you have done a really good job not only healing from what has happened in the past. I also feel that you have done a really good job of working towards the energy of what you need to do for a really good, positive future when it comes to love. So I really felt that we were doing a good job starting off and kind of seeing where we are right now, because this is the past. Obviously, if we have May and July in here of 2021, we're dealing with the past. So I want to take this next part of the reading. We're going to do a little bit of a reading with 3 cards for the past, present, and future of your love life. And then what we'll do is we'll see, if we make changes, is that going to do anything different for your love life? So I always like to kind of like shuffle, but I also don't want to move the table too much. This is a new camera, so I'm still trying to see how things work. All right, so I'm going to put these charms away and then put them to the side. there was also a teeny tiny little one that doesn't really have any meaning in the charms. It's just an extra piece that came with the set. So there was that little tiny one that I didn't read anything for, and that's because it doesn't really, I guess I should take them out, but they came with the set, and I don't feel any like connection to it. So let's start with card number 1. It's the past. Sorry, I dropped some other cards. So then the present of your love life. And then, don't worry, I'll make those look a little straighter. And then the future. Wow, that one just kind of... Oh, it went under the chair. Okay. So we're going to start with the past of your love life is showing up as the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords is one of the most painful cards in the deck. I mean, it feels like being betrayed just by everyone. You know, because it would be really a different picture if it was like one sword that was through there. But it's 3. It's like this feeling of everybody around you not being on the same page, not having the same energy that you have when it comes to love. And I feel that in the past, it's very interesting because even that other charm was like a broken heart. I feel that you have spent a lot of your love life feeling brokenhearted. So then currently, this is showing as the 7 of Cups. So your current energy right now, the 7 of Cups is about too many choices. It's about some issues with commitment. So each of these cups has an option or a path. You know, we have like the spiritual path. We have like a path of deception. So I feel that what's happening right now for your love life is you're kind of like at the crossroads where you're deciding what happens next in your love life. You're deciding what you want to do. You're looking at all of the options and finding that the thing that you want to do is to be there for yourself. This is also a very emotional time for you, I feel. I feel that you're dealing with a lot of emotions, and some of those emotions, they just don't feel good. But they are part of the growth and healing process, and they're doing a lot of like good work for you energetically. So those emotions, even though they don't feel good, are really doing well for you. So it's kind of like, you know, if you're sick and you have a fever, your body is working on healing through that uncomfortable situation. So I feel that some of this was uncomfortable, but it's definitely bringing you where you want to go. So then our third card is showing as the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles, it is about rebuilding. It's also about teamwork. I do feel that some of the things that you are working on healing, it may be beneficial to work with a therapist or a counselor. Have that idea of teamwork and having people who want to see you succeed and who really want to be there for you, because, you know, some people, that is their passion, especially through counseling or therapy. So I do feel that you are going to be meeting someone who is going to really help you further along the path of what you've already done. Because you've done a really, really good job in making the choices that you're making. And I feel that it's not going to stop. You've done some really good momentum as far as your healing goes. So then let's go ahead and we'll pull a few more charms that have to do with what does the future look like if you continue this path of healing that you're on. Wrinkles everywhere. So if you continue the path of healing, it changes the energy. So I'm going to give it a little shuffle here. So, oh, we had this that fell out. All right. Wow, this is very interesting because, first of all, this right here that fell out on its own is the silver charm, which has to do with feminine energy. So in the first one, we felt predominantly there was a charm that had to do with masculine energy. So I feel that you are going to continue working on balance. I think it's really cool because first we have the cog, which to me is about like making things move smoothly. If you have a cog, it connects to the next cog and it makes the wheel go around. I do see a lot of hope. Also, we have right in the middle the another thing that I consider to be like a tool. A lot of times when we go to therapy, we do get tools to be able to move forward. So I think it's very interesting in this love reading, and the reason I'm not picking it up is because some things are laid out in a very specific way that I feel like is very important. So we do have the appearance of the broken heart again. Now on that we have the symbol for toxicity or things being toxic, and then on top of that we have the word peace. So I do feel that this broken-hearted energy that you're feeling is quite toxic and will only be healed through peace. So then we have this heart that is black next to the word but. I feel that even through healing, you need to be aware that in some ways, some parts of your heart, you're feeling hopeless when it comes to love. Like love is not available, or love isn't coming for me, I'm going to be alone, I don't understand love. I feel a lot of frustration towards that. But this right in the middle, we have my love is alive next to the word after all this time. I do feel without a doubt that you're going to be able to heal this part of your heart that's feeling very broken. I do feel that people are coming into your life that are helping you, that are loving you, and you're really not on your own. So then the word happy is on this charm right here, and I feel that this is going to be something that helps you find some happiness. It says, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And that had this word happy like kind of resting on it. So I feel that you have some guides, some physical guides like therapists and loved ones that are there to help. But I also feel spiritual guides that want to help you too. This is a big part of your life and why you're here as a human. Finding love is like your heart specifically wants to figure this out. So I feel that there are some things that you want to get out of when it talks about like letting go of past experiences, letting go of past hurts, finding a way to get yourself out of a rut where you don't feel balanced, where you don't feel like you're lacking some of that feminine energy. I feel that there's a lot of emotion involved in this, and in some ways it almost feels like you're angry at yourself for feeling sad or left out or alone. And it's important that you embrace those emotions because those are how you feel. And accepting that that's how you feel will allow you to grow and let go of some of those things that are not serving you or not making you happy. But I definitely feel like if I were to focus on anything, it would be that peace will help the toxic things that are breaking your heart. You'll be able to make your heart whole again, and then you'll be able to start working, because there is a heart in here that's like whole and healed and not black, because when I'm seeing the black heart and the black star, there's a lot of like charms that are like that. To me, it feels like the absence of light, because when we have something that's dark, it's because the lights are off. If we turned off the lights, darkness would just be here. And I feel that even with healing, you're still going to need to encourage your heart that love exists. So start looking around your life and seeing love that is not romantic love. Seeing love of people who are generous, people who are kind. Seeing the love and the goodness of humanity will start to heal some of that hopelessness. Because I feel that the person you were dealing with a little bit, you kind of feel betrayed and deceived by how they operated. And once you're able to kind of heal that part as well, it's going to bring back the hope for love. That is the sad part that you're actually feeling like is lost. All right, well, thank you so much for trusting me to read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again.